Yo, how's everybody doing? Check this out. Just a small video to show you guys how Spanglish makes his money. Right here we're gonna restore this cabinets right here. This is a kitchen cabinet. The client wants to paint them with, just regular paint. Right now they got stain, but we are sanding them down, and we're gonna paint them, I guess, white. I'll show you guys now the drawers that we got in the garage, and this is the hallway. We also are gonna paint these ones too. Just a small video, like I said. We're not gonna do nothing. We're not gonna mess with the toilet, nothing like that. That's the bathroom, they pulled it out, but that's not gonna be our job. We might do the floor, and we might do painting, but we're not sure about that either. So, but let me show you guys outside. Look at this big avocado tree right here. This is a bad place for a cactus. Look at all these thorns over here. And this is right here. We already I already sand this one down. So what I usually do is just go with your fingers and make sure that everything's smooth. We're gonna change the hardware on it. We're gonna have different hardware now. The screws are gonna go in here and right here now. So I gotta fill this in. Let me know, for those that do this kind of work, let me know what works for you guys best. If I usually use Bondo. Some people use wood putty. There's little nips that I have to fill in. As you can see, this one right here, like all this, gotta fill it in. And like I said, I use Bondo. This was not, I'm sanding this one down, but I still got a little bit more work to do on it. Yeah, whoever painted them before, they have a lot of paint on the inside. I already sanded it down, but it was, it was dripping right here. It had a lot of drops right here, so that's what we're doing. You see this right here? All this, we gotta fill it in, Like I said, I use Bondo. And we got these doors right here too. All that's gotta come out. This one because they got stained, but usually the kitchens, they have a lot of grease. So we gotta clean them first with, to remove the grease, and then sand them down, because if you don't clean them, the grease gets stuck in your sandpaper, and then you won't go nowhere. You won't go nowhere like that. As you can see, this one, all that black stuff right there is grease. So you gotta remove that first, and then give it a quick sand it down a little bit, and then since it's gonna be paint, see all this is what gets stuck on your sandpaper, and then it won't sand no more. It won't. See all this stuff. All this right here, look. All this is grease right here. All this, I don't know if you could see it, but it's real thick. This one right here, look, is a little bit damaged right there. So yeah, those are the things that we try to cover with, that I try to cover with bundle. But let me know what works best for those, you know, for those people that do this type of job, this type of work. Let me know what works for you guys better, you know. I mean, like I said, I use bundle. Like on this one right here. See that little nip right there? I use bundle. So, but let me know what works for you guys the best, you know. I usually most of the time, I'll be honest, I just use bundle. I came to find out that wood putty, especially when it's exposed outside, when you restore something on the outside that's exposed to the elements, I usually bundle when it gets too much moisture, it comes out in time. I mean, it lasts a couple of years, but you know, I have noticed that it breaks more easy than bundle. So, but yeah, let me know. This is what we're doing. This is Azusa, California, y'all. So we're about an hour and a half away from home. But yeah, this is what Spanglish does for a living, y'all. Let me know what do you guys think about it.